All right, good evening, dear friends. Another day, and we are still on this mitzvah. I'll explain to you today why the Rambam is spending so much time on this one mitzvah. The mitzvah to establish the new months, which used to be done through eyewitness testimony, through Jewish people coming and saying, I've witnessed the birth of the new moon, coming to the Sanhedrin in Jerusalem in the Holy Temple, and they would announce on a monthly basis. There was no set calendar for the year. They would announce on a monthly basis the new month every single month. And we spoke about how today we can no longer do that, so we do have a calendar, the 19-year cycle, a system of 19 years, which perfectly creates the Jewish calendar in a way that is always calibrated, and it's phenomenal. Now, what the Rambam now does is he spends multiple chapters saying, let me share with you the secrets. I'm going to spill the beans to you. And the Rambam says that we have an ancient tradition that goes back to the times of Moses, of astronomy. We know the exact measurements of everything that happens on the astronomical level, the math of it, the numbers, everything. Exactly how all the spheres turn and work, and the exact cycles, and complicating stuff. Every single detail of how our universe functions and how different spheres and cycles coincide and all that type of stuff. The Rambam says we know this. Has never been written down previously before the Rambam. The great sages of Israel knew it. Tradition says that this comes from the tribe of Yisachar. The tribe of Yisachar were the gatekeepers, the tradition holders of this great tradition, of this complex knowledge. And this knowledge was studied by the great sages of Israel. This knowledge was the knowledge that the Sanhedrin relied upon to, first of all, know when they should be expecting the birth of the new moon. And just like that, they had a very good handle on the cycles of time and the cycles of the seasons. Like that, they could properly calibrate the time when they were doing it kind of manually on a monthly basis. And it was this wisdom that the great Hillel the Elder, Hillel the Second, established the Jewish calendar with, the one that we still use till today. And the Rambam says, you know what? I'll tell you the secret. I will tell you everything. And the Rambam takes, which is fascinating that the Rambam does this. In the book of Jewish law, he literally gives you the entire Jewish tradition of astronomy, the math, the cycles, the spheres, the orbits, unbelievable stuff, and mind-bending mathematics going on over here. And the Rambam says that he wants the Jewish people to have this tradition. He doesn't want it to be lost, and he feels that it's of no harm to make this information accessible to anybody who wishes to learn it. And this is really the code behind one of the keys of Jewish life, of Jewish tradition, how the Jewish calendar works. So, dear friends, that is what is happening in today's Rambam, and that is why we are spending so many days on this mitzvah, because it takes the Rambam quite a few chapters to go through all the details and to lay out this whole entire system. And dear friends, that's today's Daily Mitzvah. We'll see you all tomorrow for our next installment. Sei gesund.